Well, it's been about 9 months since I've recorded and uploaded a video, which is a very, very long time. Um, I should have been uploading, but I haven't been. Um, got a job and college right now, and that's going all right. Um, Summer math classes are just horrible, horrible. But yeah, this video is not scripted at all. It's just I'm just talking to talk basically. But um, so what should we talk about today? I'm thinking we should talk about, and this might be my kind of new video style until I have more time on my hands. But let's talk about ignorance and wisdom. And you're all gonna be like, "Oh, you're young. You don't know what wisdom is." But um, pretty sure it was Socrates. No, I don't know. Someone that said something along the lines of wisdom is acknowledging what you don't know. And I think people don't do enough. I don't think people do enough of that these days. So, one thing I want to talk about is the age of the universe. Everyone thinks that they know how old the universe is. There's a lot of Christians that say that the universe is only 6,000 years old. It's not possible. I'm a Christian. I don't think that. So, some people think it's 13.8 billion years, which was the old scientific consensus. That's not true. They found galaxies out further than, or about as far as 13.8 billion light years, but they didn't think something could be formed so early, and so probably can't. They're guessing more like 22 billion years or something. I think, personally, um, it's been around for infinite time, just like God. Um, and I guess I'll give you my reasons why. Well, you know how light can only travel at the speed of light, right? So there's stars we can see more than 6,000 light years away. So if God created the universe 6,000 years ago, we wouldn't be able to see those stars unless He put light in the path of travel to us. But in which case, that would be lying by projecting a false image of what would have been and not what was. So it's kind of impossible for the universe to be only 6,000 years old. Um, if you believe in an, completely honest God. So that's what I think. But the thing I really learned is that you just can't, you know, you can't think you know everything. Because if you think you know everything, you'll never learn. And in reality, you're probably wrong about most of the things that you think you're right about. And that's not good. So, true wisdom is acknowledging what you don't know, leaving room to grow, and I sound like a AI. That sentence, anyways. True wisdom is acknowledging what you don't know, leaving room for yourself to grow and learn, being humble, and being humble is a big part of that. I'm not too humble myself, but I'd try to be, but it's a big part of it because if you're not humble, again, you think you know everything, and then you'll never learn. You'll never gain wisdom. Leaving room for yourself to grow is the smartest thing you can do, and acknowledging that you could be wrong. And one thing, people argue and they'll cut you off halfway through your sentence because they think that they're just completely right. I mean, first of all, it's really disrespectful to do that, but um, so don't do that. But second of all, you never know what that person's gonna say. The second half of that sentence, they could say something that blows your mind and you wouldn't know it. So, I mean, probably not gonna happen, but it could happen, and that's why you never interrupt someone when you're arguing, which feeds into that main point about always being open to the idea that you're wrong. That's the verdict today. Always be open to the idea that you're wrong. Because I've been wrong many times, and I know that. And just thinking about, I spent a few months thinking about the whole thing about the age of the universe and, you know, what we don't know. Because there's a lot we don't know. Let's be honest, as humans, we should, we'd be very ignorant to think that we know as much as God does, but we don't know one millionth of what God does. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna leave you with. Always be open to the idea that you might be wrong. Leave room to grow, and I love you guys.